Willow Creek Springs presents Healthy Living with your host, Joe Grumbine.
Okay.
Well, hello and welcome to the Healthy Living Podcast. I'm your host, Joe Grumbine, and today we're going to be doing episode 4 of Healthy Living Through Adversity. And I'm speaking with Jay Wells, currently incarcerated. And Jay, how's it going today?
I'm doing very well. I'm very excited to introduce you, our guest, a very dear friend of mine. So I'm excited for
Excellent.
this podcast.
So we're going to be talking with Chisholm, and he is also an inmate where you're at. And the thing that's really distressing with him is he's got stage 4 cancer. And, this is something we're going to talk about. There's a high rate of cancer in the correctional institutions, and there's a lot of reasons why. So we're going to talk, and hopefully we can offer some solutions and, at very least, bring awareness to the problem.
Yeah, and just one thing on his behalf. I mean, he's right here, and I just like to say, I've known this man for about 10 years at least, and if not more, and he's always had this smile on his face, and I just I admire him for that, and I just wanted to point that out, and I really look up to him. So I think he will be just having an opportunity to just talk is something that I know everyone should appreciate. Just hearing how this man, his insights and what keeps him smiling. So here you go, Chisholm.
Absolutely. Well, welcome to the show, Chisholm. It's good to talk to you. We spoke for a minute ago, and I'd like to give you an opportunity to kind of share your story a little bit.
Okay. Thank you for the time for this interview as well, and thank you for hearing me out. What was it? I say March of 2025. I was diagnosed with cancer. What form of cancer they were juggling with because they didn't want to tell me, and it was part of this institutional people being sued, and they didn't want to get sued, or I don't know how the administration actually works, but I know they sent me through this rigorous process on immunotherapy. And so it's a road less traveled for me. So I had to actually pray deeply on it to actually get myself wrap my head around it and my heart. So basically, it took, some, nights of, being in my closet, lights off, TVs off, just in the dark, just praying and asking for a sign. And pretty much I received the sign. I saw the stars, the moon, and the sun in sequence. And so that was my sign that my prayer was heard. So, and that basically led me on to this journey where, what can man do to me? And put my trust in our Heavenly Father. And so I come from a religious background, and that took me on this. I've seen a lot of amazing things that the Father has done, and especially in my life. So He continues to make that possible when I guess take heed to the little things. And so this cancer was, it wasn't scary, it was just, we all get these parts of life where you find out what kind of person you really are.
That's for sure.
And, you dig down really deep, and you have to find out, what's the Father's plan for you at that time. And so as they were doing this, I was in the midst of praying. And so as I was praying, I had my family support and then people along the way. And they seemed to cling on to the joy that I had and the joy that I still have. And so Yeah, you as to look at me, you wouldn't think that I have cancer, especially stage 4. And so I know it's been a journey, and like I said, a road less traveled. But on this road, I mean, you get to see the Father's glory, His full glory. Now, if you ask. And
No, I know exactly what you're saying. I'm looking forward to getting into it a little bit. So you don't know even the type of cancer that you have currently?
no, no. The last one was a metastatic cancer, something like that. And
Yeah,
they
that
said
just
because
means
it's
it's
spread.
spread. Yeah, that doesn't tell you what type it is, though. Metastatic just
Exactly.
refers to that it's spreading around. What were the
Yeah.
symptoms that you have?
Well, I didn't have no symptoms at first. I mean, I was running. I used to run 6 times a week. I mean, 6.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I used to run like 6 days a week, 30 minutes a day.
Okay.
So I tried to run the last time in March, and then I was having breathing problems. So the doctor suggested that I have my lungs checked. So they gave me an X-ray scan of my lungs. He basically told me the reason why you can't see your right lung is because it's full of liquid. And basically that started the journey of them doing that biopsy to find out that when they did the biopsy, the actual polyps fell on my lungs from doing the biopsy. And then that's what spread it to my lungs. You know, it fell on my right lung.
Wow.
And so what it came down is that once they destroyed the attachment for my lungs, there was a tumor in my kidney. And they took that tumor out as well as the kidney. And so now I'm on one kidney.
Wow.
But,
So you know that at least
yeah.
it started out as kidney cancer, it sounds like, and then it looks
Yeah.
like it spread to your lungs.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And this is what I got the other doctors. I didn't get this from the institution in itself. They didn't want to tell me nothing. And actually, I tried to have like conferences with the doctor. He said, "Call me anytime. You know, I'm always available." And that availability became me talking to the RN all the time.
Wow, that's awesome,
And
though. You were able to get some good information, or at least some relevant information from the outside.
Yeah. And that was my oncologist. Her name is Dr. Rubin.
Okay.
And so she pushing forward and letting me know what her steps on trying to get rid of this is. And then they say, you know, it's terminal. So they deny my compassionate release, and it's a month. They described that I'll be here. I'll be expired within a month. And so the way they did it, they didn't contact my family or anything, and they didn't keep my family in the loop at all. And so when I got that news, I immediately gave it to my family. This was this month, actually. And so they gave it to me like a month past the actual due date for my appeal.
Wow.
And so now I'm back trying to get this legal mail out, and they will not let me get it out.
They're just figuring you're not going to be around.
Yeah, they try to postpone everything. So, yeah.
Well, I got to tell you
tried
something.
Everything we could.
First of all, that terminal diagnosis, throw that out the window. You know, we're all terminal. We're with second you're born terminal. We're all going to die one day. They don't know anything, and when they say those kind of things, unfortunately, many people listen and they follow along. And you have the right attitude because you didn't pay it any never mind. I know many, many people who were diagnosed terminal years ago, and here they
Yeah,
are. They're still kicking along. So, that's the first thing is you
yeah,
throw that away. These guys don't know anything about how long you're going to live.
yeah, yeah. That's true, and that's a blessing though as
Yeah.
well.
Well,
You
I'm
know,
glad
just to
that
see
you
that.
have
You know,
that attitude. Jay Wells made some comments about your attitude, and I think one of the most important things you've got many things in your favor right now. First of all, your faith. I have a very strong faith, and that was a critical part of why I'm still alive. And in fact, I've overcome my
yeah.
cancer. My cancer's gone,
That's
and I was
yeah,
I was stage 4 metastatic, the same as you, and now they don't see any more cancer. So part
beautiful.
of the journey that I had was, like you said, I had to go into a dark place, and I felt the darkness closing in, and I prayed and prayed, and I said, God, if you want to take me, I guess you're going to do what you want, but I don't think you do. I don't think it's my time. And
Yeah,
I said, show me what you want.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
After I did that, and I came sort of to reckon with my own mortality and said, well, maybe it is my time, but I don't think it is. All of a sudden, the light
yeah,
got a little brighter, and you saw stars and the moon, and I saw a fire that started to grow brighter, and
yeah,
I was able to really start growing my strength from that point. And
yeah,
that was critical in my journey, the whole way through, every step of the way. And today, every step of the way, I pray constantly. And I'm grateful for all the blessings, even when I was in the worst place. I couldn't sleep. I was in pain. I had this giant tumor sticking out of my neck, and it was weeping, and it was horrible. I was a monster. And
yeah,
I still was grateful every day that I had a chance to fight. I had a chance to be alive. And you just find it's like that story of Job, he got
yeah,
given all these challenges, but he just kept finding his way to say, well, here I am, and he
yeah,
always
yeah,
found a way to come through without turning it back on God, and realizing that, no matter where you're at, you've got an opportunity and some blessings. I want to talk a little bit about your diet. I know in an institution, eating good food is really hard. Um,
yeah.
and tell me a little bit about the food that you're eating.
Well, one of the things is we're on a kosher diet. I'm on a
Okay,
kosher diet, and so the kosher diet, it's a process that the kosher does with certain meals. I mean, all the meals that we have, we have like it's been prayed over, and the
yeah,
way
I
they do it,
understand the idea
all
of
natural foods.
right,
Yeah, all
but
natural foods, and so basically I've been eating all the I guess you could say like fruits and vegetables
good,
that they give along with the meal, but they've
good,
been cutting back on a lot of foods.
yeah,
But I was always a fruit and vegetable kind of guy.
You have
good,
60
good.
seconds remaining.
Now we're going to run out of time, but then he's going to call back in. We're going to continue the conversation, so we'll be able to keep going even after you get cut off. Um,
Okay.
what's your weight like? How much do you weigh? Are you in a healthy weight, or you?
Well, now I'm at 158 or something like that.
Okay.
But
How
I
tall are you?
came down from 180. I used to be
Okay.
180.
Well, you still got a little room. And one of the things that I want to tell you isn't going to be fun or easy, but
Yeah.
cancer is addicted to an amino acid called methionine, and that's found in every protein. And as difficult as it is, it's important that you limit your protein intake. And it will
Okay.
cut out the cancer's ability to metabolize. And you can eat, all the fruits and vegetables you want, but if you can avoid as much as you can, meat and dairy, and the heavy proteins, it will help that immunotherapy work better. And I'm telling you, from my personal experience, I changed my diet dramatically. I ate a lot of protein, and then um, all of a sudden, I switched this diet, and I ended up doing some chemotherapy, and it worked. I don't know if we lost you. Are you still there? All right, Adonai, I think they'll be calling back in. You still there?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So, I mean,
You're telling me about the protein?
Oh, you're still there?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you were
You're
here.
telling me about the protein?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you're able to do that, but if you are, it can really help.
So what kind of types of food should I be? I mean, because it has to come from like a package or something.
Yeah, I
Because I
understand.
can't get that here.
As much fruits and vegetables as you can eat is good. A little bit of bread and that kind of thing is okay, but really it's the fish. You do not want to eat fish, and
No? Yeah.
meat and dairy. Eliminate that as much as you can, and it's hard
Okay.
to keep your weight up, but it'll help that immunotherapy work.
Okay. Yeah, so my original weight was 180, and then when they announced the cancer and they pulled out the kidney with the tumor in it, then my weight dropped to 140. And so that part to 158, I mean, I earned it. So I jumped back into trying to gain weight.
Good. Yeah, and it's a hard balance. I was at about 170, 175, and I dropped down to about 140, but I'm back up. I'm back up around 160 now, and I'm holding my
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, I'm holding my weight steady now, and I'm starting to get stronger again.
Sounds good.
And I went through some chemotherapy, and it was rough. But
yeah.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
But it worked because of the diet that I was on and the exercise I was doing. You got to keep yourself exercising too, as much as you can. Even if you don't have energy, just got to keep moving. You got to rest when you need to rest. But if you can push yourself a little bit to try to get your heart rate up and get that oxygen, you need oxygen in your system, much as you can get.
Yeah. Okay.
So those are things that are critical. Your attitude, I think, is maybe the most important thing. Most of the people that come to me and they ask me, they tell me whatever, I got cancer, I got this, I got that. And I start, listening to them, and you can just tell they don't have any fight in them. And you got to tell yourself every single minute of every single day, I'm here, I'm in this thing, and I'm going to be here in 5 years, and 10 years, and 20 years. I say I'm going to outlive my kid, and I mean it. It's for real. And the second thing is, if you are able to visualize and close your eyes and see a picture of yourself healthy. See yourself running, see yourself jumping, see yourself, with a healthy glow about you. See yourself free. See yourself, in a way that you want to be. And when you're praying, see that picture. That's a thing, I believe God sees our heart and our mind, and the words we use are important, but it's those pictures, what we're seeing and thinking. That's powerful stuff,
Yeah.
I know that helped me a lot. And what I'm doing right now is I'm actually living the pictures that I saw in my mind a year ago.
Yeah.
And
Hallelujah.
it's for real, when I say hallelujah,
Yeah.
I mean it, it is for real.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir. You know that's the highest praise.
yes, I do. And
Yeah.
so, you
Yes,
know,
sir.
you got family around you that care about you. That's huge. Having
Yes,
community.
sir.
I'll
Yeah.
start praying for you. And hopefully any of our listeners that are faith minded will take it on their heart to lay some prayers down for this man. I really think
Yeah.
that kind of stuff really makes a difference. And
Yeah.
your attitude,
Yes, it
though,
does.
is everything. People always told me that they felt inspired because throughout all of my darkest times, I just kept going on like I'm going to beat it. I never blinked. I never,
Yeah.
I never got depressed. Nothing. I just said, well, here we are now. Let's keep going. We're going to get to the other side of this thing. And, those are things that I could share with you again from my personal experience. Again, I sat where you're sitting. I know the only difference though is you're in an institution where they don't care about you. They're not trying to make you well.
Yeah.
And
No.
so you got that obstacle on top of just the health. So an opportunity like this to share your story, hopefully is going to be
Yeah.
impactful. And the fact that you have an oncologist that you can reach out to is great. But the problem
Yeah.
is a lot of these oncologists, they don't even know the things I know.
No.
I've talked to dozens of doctors, and when I tell them about my diet and all this, they're like, oh, we don't know about that. They just say keep away from sugar. And, the
Yeah.
sugar only matters if the cancer has enough protein to consume it. And if the cancer doesn't have the
Yeah.
protein, it can't eat the sugar. And the doctors don't even know
Yeah.
about it. It's crazy.
Hi, this is Joe Grumbine, and I wanted to share an update. The platform that hosts this podcast has made some changes to the subscriber settings, and we have a number of subscriber-only episodes that we offer to the supporters, and for a minimum of $3 a month, we can get you signed up. And if you're already signed up and you're having some kind of trouble locating these episodes in the other platforms, I would say maybe the best answer is to unsubscribe and then resubscribe. I'm sorry for the hassle. I don't have any way to make a change, but I'm very grateful for all the support. Thank you.
Yeah. So what do you think about beans?
Well,
Beans?
that's my primary source
Oh,
of
that's
protein.
protein too. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is, and
Yeah.
you still have to eat some protein, so that's generally the protein I eat.
Yeah.
The thing is just don't go crazy on it.
Yeah.
Just eat a little bit, and
Yeah.
it'll help you. And yeah, beans are my friend. They're my primary source of protein, and but you can go overboard with it, and the more protein you take in, I have access to an enzyme that I'm able to take called methionase, and it's really expensive. And I
Yeah.
somehow have come up with enough money to get it, but it takes the amino acid out of your body, and so it allows me to
Yeah.
eat a little more
Ooh,
protein,
yeah.
and still be
Yeah.
okay. But they don't have that where you're at,
Yeah.
and there's only one place I can get it, and I couldn't even get it to you if I wanted. They wouldn't let me send it to you. So you just got to
Yeah.
work it with the diet. The immunotherapy, are you still taking that?
Yeah.
Okay, what is the
Yeah,
drug
pretty much.
giving you? Do you know?
Yeah, Tivozanate.
Okay, all right.
Called
I don't know much
Tivozanate.
about that one.
Yeah,
I'm taking one called Keytruda, and it's been, I think it's pretty
yeah,
effective. So, what the immunotherapy does is it connects with your immune system and your MK cells and your T cells, which are your fighting cells. It it teaches them to go find the cancer cells and attack them. And because
yeah,
cancer
yeah,
usually hides from your own immune system, it has a way that makes it look like it's not there. And so the immunotherapy, um, its role is to teach your own body how to fight the cancer. And hopefully, if you can keep your diet as good as you can and keep that
yeah,
exercise up, your body's going to do the
yeah.
rest. Keep those prayers going strong, keep that
All
attitude
right.
strong. And I
Yes,
believe in
sir.
those miracles. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the advice. I mean, man, this is like some good, solid advice I needed a long time ago.
I know, I
We'd
know.
already kicked it by now.
Well, you know what? When when
Yeah.
when I came
But,
to that place, I made a deal with God, and I said, He showed me. I saw myself healed. He showed me my healed body, and I said, I know I got a lot of hard work to
yeah.
do, and I'm willing to do the hard work. But when I get through this, I says, I'm going to dedicate my life to helping other people this way. And so this is my mission now. I'm
Yeah.
here to help anybody I can to find health in the way that I know
Yeah.
to share. So, this is my journey. This is what I do.
That's a true blessing.
Well, so many
Yes, sir.
blessings.
That's a true blessing.
And realize too
Yeah.
that, I'm here for you, man. Me and Jay Wells, we talk regularly, and anytime you need to, he can connect with me pretty easily.
All right, Big Joe. Yeah. Thank you for your help.
Well, and
And
what
thank
I'd
you for
like
this podcast, man.
Oh, no, anytime. And you're always welcome to come back and share more stories if you want. This is something that, I believe we're
Yeah.
helping a lot of people through these stories.
Yeah.
And is there something that
Yeah.
you would like to share with the listeners from your own personal experience that might help?
Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. That's
Yeah,
what I would like to encourage your listeners. Don't give up hope.
I
I
agree.
mean, and prayer changes everything.
Yes,
Prayer changes everything.
yes.
So no matter what anybody's telling you, the Father has the beginning and the end say. So you just wait on His voice, that still
and
small voice, and He will come to you because you ask Him. He
exactly.
said, "I'll never leave you nor forsake you. I will not leave you orphan."
Yes, that is so
So
true.
that in itself is powerful.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I
And
just wanted to leave him with that.
beautiful, beautiful. Well, brother, I know that you have what it takes to get through this, and I hope that they start listening to your appeal and realize that you're not going anywhere because
Yeah.
you've got that right, and hopefully
Yes, sir.
they're gonna get the hint.
Yeah. That's for sure. So I thank you. I appreciate you both. And yeah, Mr. Tidwell, he's been a blessing. He's
All
always
right.
been a blessing ever since I've
Yeah,
known him.
he's
So
doing a great
yeah,
job, and
I can see the Father's hand on him too.
yes, absolutely, 100%, 100%. Well, I'm uh, I'm really grateful that you're able to join us today, and this is going to be immortalized. People will be able to listen to this once we publish it, for the rest of time. So hopefully, we'll be able to reach more and more people, and they'll be inspired by
Yeah.
your journey.
And like you said, I'll be on some more. just to
Good.
let you know the outcome of, how the Father yet blesses.
Yes. Fantastic.
So that'll be like a testimony for somebody to look forward to and just keep pushing.
Exactly. Well, I look forward to hearing more from you, and I look forward to hearing you share some good news with me when they start realizing that what they're doing is working, and that you're going to get to the other side of this. So I'm really looking forward to hearing that
All right.
conversation.
Thank you, brother.
All right,
I
brother. Well,
appreciate you.
we will talk soon. If you're able to
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Joe. This is Juan.
Okay. Yeah. What a powerful testimony. He's
You
got
have
all
60
the tools.
seconds remaining.
It looks like we got about a minute left, but he's definitely got the tools to overcome this. And I was really impressed by what I heard. I think he's he's on the right track.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll get his information if anybody, reaches out to you to want his information. I'll send him your information as well.
Perfect.
So
And we
you can
can
have it.
share all that. And, that way, like I said, if anybody wants to reach out or learn more or connect with him, that we can make that information available.
Yeah, for sure. So
Fantastic.
thank you for doing that. Yeah, and we'll get ready for another episode.
Awesome. All right, Juan. Well, it's been a pleasure. I think this is going well. The audience is starting to see this show. It's taken a minute to get people to know it's happening, but it's starting to increase. So, we got to just get it out there and tell people about this Healthy Living Through Adversity series, and I know it's going to reach more and more people. Well, I think that's it. I think he dropped. Adonai, I thank you for helping us make this happen, and I really believe that this is, like I said, it's getting a little slow start because people didn't know about it, but more and more.
Right.
The listeners are finding these episodes. So I just published the one from Kane, and that one just went out today. So
Okay. Yeah, if you want to send me the link, please do. Thank you for having us and giving us the platform.
absolutely. All right, folks, this has been another episode of the Healthy Living Podcast. I'm your host, Joe Grumbine, and I want to thank all of our listeners for making this show possible. And if you're interested in being a guest on the show, reach out, and we will see you next time.
Okay.
This has been another episode of the Healthy Living Podcast. We produce this show so that people can share their stories, people that have overcome obstacles, people that are undergoing obstacles. We're building a community of health-minded individuals. If you're interested in supporting the show, please leave a review on the platform you're listening to it on. If you're interested in becoming a guest, please send an email to itsjoegrumbine@gmail.com, or you can send a note into the notes section of the podcast. All right. Well, thank you for supporting this show, and we hope you've enjoyed it.